Yo guys, I've got a spark which I'm going to use to ignite the fire for another Ignitor SoloRun here on the channel as I prepare to hiccup apparently. Either way, today we're going to be continuing on with the Crystal Eye Castle, hoping not to die. Yeah, isn't that the hope of just about every single episode? I hear you asking yourselves, and yes, that's exactly what it is. Either way, there's some chonkies over here who are looking for trouble. Haha, you're not getting me so easily, you fool. Boom! Oh wait, never mind, I missed. But all is fine and dandy. Okay, we haven't quite unlocked all this guy's combinations yet, so we're just going to deal with his primary one for the moment being. Hey, whatever works, right? Okay, here come these guys. And here comes my epic skill of missing again. After all, I am notoriously bad at video game, even with my favourite character. Anyway, I think that's all of them done for, so we can get rid of all of these. Boom! Finish it off, and you can say bye-bye to the laser and that gate right now. This is locked. No more. Okay, we got fallen rocks to deal with as we get out of the crumbling castle just in time. And I do not believe that based on the exterior of that castle, that inside of it was as big as it made out to be. That's just so unrealistic and illogistical, which is definitely a word. So yeah, as I said earlier, Skylanders throws all logic out the window. So why the heck it brought up the term gravity, I have no clue. And who gave this guy permission to be here? Oh, never mind, he's dead. All is fine and dandy. Oh, and this guy too. Either way, he gave me some cheese, so it all became worth it in the end. Either way, there luckily is a treasure chest back here. Not quite a dead Cyclops just yet. Although that did change soon enough. So yes, I will be grabbing every last bit of this gold. Thank you very much right here, game. Sweet. Yeah, I need every last bit of that, not only for the upgrades, but for, of course, all of the store items that we can get later in the game. Ouch. You know what, getting hit there was all part of the plan, even though now it's left me with just over 200 health, which is not good. Boom, boom. We like to see it. Oh, and we also like to see a nice pile of silver too. You can't go what's wrong with that. Ouch. There you go, got him. Got these guys too, sweet. And then there's also another treasure chest here for good measure, mind you. Yeah, let's just say opening those up in Giants is going to become far less noisy in terms of the controller, mind you, because you get to mash in Giants rather than spin the stick from side to side. Yeah, that slam is definitely the most effective way of dealing with Cyclopses, especially since you can move whilst you charge the slam, which is just the greatest blessing. You know, it doesn't keep you vulnerable. You know, you can keep that charge and wait for the enemy to be vulnerable, and then boom! Easy damage. Such a great attack. Okay, I'm pretty sure some more enemies are going to come out of here. Or not. So we're just going to hit it. Yeah, there you go. Hit you. Yeah, this is much harder with a slower character because, you know, I love this guy. He's great, but he's also slow. Anyway, it's tough to tackle. This secondary castle, mind you. Here we go again. Okay, there goes that fool. There goes this fool. Yeah, there you go. Sweet. Oh, I do have like these combos yet. Didn't even know I had them. That moment where you have them and didn't even know you had them. Boom! There you go. Okay, there goes that fool. Boom! There you go. Okay, I think that's all of them, so let us be taking down these stupid eyeballs. They looked at me funny. Quite literally, you know, they are eyeballs after all. They do kind of do that. Look at you, I mean. I mean, what else would an eyeball do? That's literally its sole primary literal focus. You just throw any living biological being. Unless you're Ignitor, who can be living and biological but without any sort of facial features. Like seriously, if he's on fire, where are his lungs? Where is his brain? Skylanders logic for you. Also, I probably should kill these guys before I went into the castle, but never mind, because again, that's logical, and we threw every single bit of that out of the window. Either way, you can't actually eat raw meat. So technically, Ignitor's the only one doing it right, because since he is on fire, I'm sure he's cooking the meat as he eats it. So therefore, you know, technically he is the healthiest Skylander because he's not going around eating anything raw. So yeah, he is the healthiest Skylander without even having any sort of organs to go with him, because that's just how it works, I guess. No other reason. Ouch. This is fine. Especially since that guy gave me some food. Thank you very much, guy. Either way, it was about time the hitbox finally, actually connected. Yeah, now that we're back at full health, let's head into the castle without further ado. Oh boy, it's the Crystal Eye! But the entire level is named after you, even goes far to say, because that is quite literal, in fact. Okay. Sweet. Some of those guys got knocked off, so boom! 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 Ah, this is fun. I love this guy so much. Goodbye! The fool. Should have just kept spinning. It's out in the words of Mighty Dory. Just keep spinning, just keep spinning. Goodbye, you fools. Okay, sweet. There goes them guys. We're about to get through this without any damage having been taken, because if I am, then that's going to be sweet. Oh, so much about no damage being taken, mind you. Forget I ever said that game, please. Okay, here we go. We're just going to play it safe with this. There you go. Okay. I'm pretty sure those guys dealt 109 damage, so one more hit and we'd have been done for. But luckily for me, I did take another hit. And that, my friends, is instant karma. Why I opened my mouth and said, are we going to do this without taking a single hit? I have no clue, because that is clearly what doomed me. So yes, there are several lessons to take from this. First of all, the lack of logic in Skylanders. And second of all, the how quickly karma hits you. So yeah, let's load up the ruins again. We now have Stone Town to deal with, but first things first, I'm going to have some upgrades to acquire with Ignitor right here. He's going to need them. Especially since this is, another boss fight right after the 7th chapter already, I know, because we get to take on the Stone Giant. A very well designed boss fight, but a boss fight all the same. Man, that's one good old mighty looking crystal right there. I seriously look at that thing. It's freaking awesome! Oh yeah. And look at that spout just spouting into the spout's mouth thingies. Yeah, that makes sense. It's more so for rock giant thingies that water's being spouted into, but we're just going to make sense of this all the same, or at least pretend it makes some sort of sense. Flynn, why would you say that? Flynn is just as much out to jinx me as I am myself, apparently.
I'm sure Diggs knows the way. We should ask him.
Yep, that's going to be no problem for us whatsoever. Either way, before we tackle Stone Town, actually, not only are we going to get some upgrades, but there's nothing stopping me from tackling Ignitor's heroic challenge. Like, sure, we can't unlock any other Skylander challenges because Ignitor's the only character we can have on the portal at the moment being. But still, that's not going to stop me from tackling his challenge and getting the buff from that. I'm not even sure what buff his challenge gives us. I hope it's critical hit, because that's very useful for a character like this, The difference between one attack dealing 28 and one attack dealing 40 damage due to critical hit is very significant. Especially since he is slower than most Skylanders. But he makes up for that with his just raw power. Give me power. Anyway, there is Callie. We'll be speaking with her shortly, but for now, we have Persephone. So we are in fact going to be upgrading. Can we get the Mega Sword? We can indeed. Look at that. As I said earlier, it's a sword that looks like fire, and it's on fire in and of itself.
Ready to try a heroic challenge, huh?
So yeah, what a glorious sword that is. But without further ado, Callie, what you got for me? I am ready to try a heroic challenge.
Great. Each Skylander has their own.
They're tough, are they? Well, I'll be putting that to the test. Let's get going.
Let's get to it.
Let's get Ignitor some buffs, baby. And that also means that when we tackle giants, of course, if we buy, like, okay, apparently Gilgrunt's is open up for us, but we can't tackle that one because Gilgrunt is not Igniter. So only Ignitor can tackle Igniter's heroic quest or heroic challenge, even as I was saying earlier, in giants, because we can buy stuff from Auric. That includes heroic challenges, so any heroic challenges we can buy from Auric, we can also tackle with Igniter to get them even more buffs on top of all that. You know, buffs are small, but they certainly stack up. Anyway, we've got some mining to do, which is more of a right stick, so you guys get to hear more gloriousness of the controller right here. But yeah, on top of that, we can also buy things like extra Locotron bulbs, so we can gain ourselves like more opportunities to get health and power rings, which are very important for the sake of, you know, getting additional health where it might be incredibly necessary, or of course getting extra critical hit damage when it's necessary, so much so that I'm even stuttering just thinking about the sheer power that Ignitor could be presenting himself with. Either way, more Rue babies, which haven't even been introduced in the main game yet, so we're getting a little sneak peek of enemies to come. Either way, that was not the key, despite the fact that we just got the cutscene. So what we need right now is the key. Where's it at? Hopefully we don't lose this, because boy, now that would be embarrassing. Okay, there goes that guy. Luckily for us, these enemies aren't exactly hard to deal with. Anyway, it looks like we have found the key, so let's be getting out of here without further ado. Yeah, those guys pretty much die from one hit, so much so that I can just hit through the gate and get them just fine. Sweet, we took down them fools right here. Yeah, it helps that his sword is dealing like an entire 40 damage per hit. Now that's what we like to see, my friends. Goodbye. Okay, what else we got here? Oh, enemies that really want to kill me apparently. But they were unsuccessful. I mean, of course they were. This is a knife we're talking about. He doesn't fall to a mere enemy. Either way, we've acquired the key that we can use to open the gate right there. Or as a knife will put it, open the gates. Yeah, one of my favourite quotes of his. Oh wait, this guy, he's got to go. Goodbye. Oh, hello there, how are you? Just kind of sneaking up on me, I see. Okay, where is foul key? Oh, there it is. If I was playing hide and seek with the key, then the key is not a very effective hider, to say the least. By the way, I can even deal damage with a pick, so, you know, who even said that damaging with a knife was necessary? Apparently not being able to kill the enemy is what said that. Okay, that's not got a key in it either. Big sad. Also big sad. Not so much a big sad. Okay, there goes that fool. Yeah, let's be teleporting up there. A bounce pad would have worked, but hey, whatever the game wants to do, right? If it wants to be a teleporting pad, then there's nothing stopping it from being a teleport pad. You know, anything can be whatever it wants to be these days. If you want to identify as a teleportation pad, then go on ahead. Nobody's stopping you. Oh wait, this guy's got to go. And now we found ourselves a teleporter. So now we have approached the finale of the challenge, where all we got to do now is find the 2 keys. Yes, not asking for much now, is it? Oh, speaking of keys, there's one. Okay, let's get rid of that guy. There you go. There goes that guy. Okay, still not a key in sight, but we still have 30 seconds to mine these last few mines, so we're good. Second to last one was where the key was found, of course, knowing our luck, that's just how we roll. Either way, boom, baby! That guy stood no chance. And now that I've been acquired, we've completed the heroic challenge and garnered the zipper. For 8 in speed. You know, to be honest, speed is another thing that we needed, so I will take it. But no, with that all being said and done, we're not going to play another heroic challenge. We can't exactly play Gilgrunt because Gilgrunt is not Ignitor last time I checked. But yeah, now I've got upgrades acquired, let's finally head on out to Stone Town without further ado. It sure is convenient that Diggs knows about Stone Town, isn't it? Because otherwise we'd have been screwed right here. We wouldn't have been able to get past this point in the game. It would have been an eternal soft lock rather than an eternal earth source. It's a digging time. But yeah, we're not too far off level 10 and fully upgrading actually. You know, we'll get to there by hopefully the end of the tech levels, because believe in me, we're going to need a fully buffed up Ignitor for the later levels. We got 3 of them. We can't waste them. So here we go with Stone Town, some awesome art for an awesome level. This is one of my favourite levels in the game purely because of how creative and unique the boss fight is. Because the boss fights in this game aren't the greatest, they're elemental themed, so you just go against a bunch of evil minions of Skylanders of particular elements. You know, it didn't take many brain cells to come up with that, but this boss fight on the other hand, far more unique in terms of its patterns, its design of the actual creature itself. They even reused assets of this level to build up later levels in the series, like this beginning section is very similar to that of Operation Troll Rocket Steel from Skylanders Trap Team. You know, clearly they reused the beginning of this level as part of the assets for that level. Only the beginning though. Yeah, I might even put in a side-by-side in the edit of what this level looks like in comparison to the Operation Troll Rocket Steel, if I can be bothered. Which means most likely than not, you're not going to be seeing it, because editing tonight, whew, boy, asking him to work is asking me too much. Where there goes that foolish chopper right now, thinking he can take me on. He was wrong. Okay, sweet. There you go, that's Ignitor's power for you. Okay, now we got through here. Nice. Yeah, I don't mind if we do with that food right there. So you'd come down here, you'd have some enemies, you'd have a Marbu locked up back over in this area. Oop, I said this area, back here is where you'd have to see one of the Marbus locked up in that level. And then, as we carry this bomb, slowly but surely, I'm not sure if Ignitor's going to be fast enough for this or not. Come on Ignitor, you've got to go faster than this here, buddy. Otherwise, we are going to just barely make it. Regardless, in this area, you know, you can come over here, this is where the elemental gate would be, or you could come up here, go to the right, find another villain quest, or just grab the treasure and jump back down to where another one of the Marbu in jail is part of the Marbu Defense Force on that level. So yes, as you can tell, it clearly is this particular level asset that they reused for Operation Troll Rocket Steel, but then after you get past those gates you see up there, it's not so similar anymore. Boom! Boom! Okay, I'm going to hit this teleport pad, and there you go. Then I'm going to jump now, eventually, and I'm going to hit this teleport pad, boom, there you go, let's see. And I'm not going to hit that chunk apparently, because that's asking too much of the hitboxes right there. Regardless, there's actually a really hidden treasure just back here, which literally took me years to find. Like seriously, this area is so tucked away. And there's this wall here to basically hide treasure from use. There's next to no hints it's actually back here. I just wound up finding it by accident someday. Because I was like, what if I explored this part of the water, and then slowly but surely that part of the map actually kind of revealed itself to me. So I'm like, oh, so that's where the treasure chest I've been missing all these years has been located. Yeah, let's be grabbing all this gold whilst we're at it. Man, I love the destruction this guy can cause from afar. Boom! And now most enemies even can be defeated with a single strike this guy's sword because it's too darn powerful. So yeah, we are going to grab that cheese. Better be safe than sorry, because even Ignitor's got to keep nutritious and all. Oh wait, there's going to be a story scroll here which I want to gather. I'm pretty sure you can only get to that island via a water character, and Ignitor, you know, it's not a water character. And he definitely can't swim too. I mean, he has a fire spirit. You'd think he'd be put out by water, and that would, by extent, you know, extinguish his spark, his life force, which we do not want. We want to ignite the spark. That is part of the channel introduction and everything. Either way, good to know that I have the power to wield a portal, and that's therefore what makes me special. You know, I love the fact that this game effectively puts you on a pedestal as a portal master. It's just really, really cool. So anyone who hasn't played this game, they just simply aren't worthy. You You know, it's like that scene from Age of Ultron where Thor has pointed out how everyone's simply not worthy enough because they can't pick up his hammer, except Captain America, who totally can. He just doesn't because he wants to save Thor's pride because he's just a legend like that. So yes, simply put, they weren't worthy, and neither are anybody who has never played this game. They just simply aren't worthy of being a Portal Master, just as how the Avengers, except Captain America, aren't worthy of wielding Thor's hammer. Oh, and Vision too. Vision can also do it. Good for him. You know, whose next character is going to be able to do it? Doctor Strange? It wouldn't actually surprise me if in Doctor Strange too. Doctor Strange, you know, somehow manipulates time, goes back to when Mjolnir wasn't destroyed, and just wields it. That'd be epic. I also love the fact that Doctor Strange got a cameo in Thor Ragnarok. That was a nice, nice addition there. Boom! There goes that fool. That fool too. While we're at it, why not? Oh no, Spellbook. Whatever will I do? Defeat it? Quite possibly. Yeah, I like that plan. That's a good plan. There you go, sweet. And now, also sweet. Fire Spirit for the win. Let's go. Okay, there is Lightning Rod Soul Gem around here, but we're not bothered about Lightning Rod Soul Gem considering that that is Lightning Rod and not Igniter. So now, that one, boom, baby. Boom, some more, baby. Yeah, now we have puzzles to deal with. Everybody's favourite puzzles. Anyway, fun fact, what you can do with this is rather than push those blocks into places where they're supposed to be, you can instead trick things out and go straight through it like that, thanks to the power of diagonals. You know, who cares if you can't jump, all you need is diagonal based power. You know, that is what we call cheating it, because clearly that is not what the developers intended, and yeah, that's what I did anyway. So yeah, we're going to get a Homniaro pop-up, so luckily for me, that's what I have this for right here. Oh wait, we actually got to have him appear before I start the Fire Spirit. Okay, where did he go? There he is. Oh, he's not quite dead yet, unfortunately. And he's still not quite dead yet. Get over here, you fool. Ah, my Fire Spirit just doesn't last long enough. It's being annoying. Oops. Now get over here. How is he not dead? Just die already. Why is that too much to ask for? There you go. Now we got him. No, we're thinking it's about time, because I too am also thinking that. So now with that final key grab, we have all three. Let's be opening up this gate without further ado, as I continue to itch my nose and its annoying itchiness. Like seriously, nose, why you gotta do this like that? It's so awfully rude of you to just itch this way. So rude. Anyway, bye bye chompies, bye bye, bye bye chompies, bye bye. Okay, there goes that fool too. This guy's power is just too insane, okay? Like seriously, those of you who don't know how to use the Fire Spirit, you use it like that. You know, people say it's a worthless attack and you shouldn't use it. Those people are also wrong. And you know what else you can do? You can do that because it hits people from ledges, because it arcs. This guy, whenever the enemy's up there, just, you know, doing something, trying to have fun, Ignitor just swoops in and makes it not that way. Yeah, that was an Office reference, deal with it. I love The Office. Boom, baby! I also love the word boom, apparently. You know, especially the word baby, because alliteration for effect. Now, if you could jump in this game, you could cheese this entire section by not having to push that secondary block into place. So that's why I'm glad this game doesn't have jump in it. It just makes the puzzles more intuitive and more clever in design. Either way, that bomb, normally what you need it for is to free up Bash's Soul Gem, but because we are going after Soul Gems besides Igniters, which we've gathered already, there's no need to go out of our way to go grab it. In other words, bye bye fish guy. Oh, never mind, I lied. I did get the crate though. No, the crate wasn't awesome yet. Either way, once again, you don't even need to push the block all the way back. You can just push it so you have a diagonal to work with instead. Okay, there goes that guy. Gonna deal with the diagonal, and then we're gonna go and say goodbye to this guy. I was about to say this guy then, but what's this guy? That guy, I suppose, is this guy. Haha. Highway giant stone monster, go smash! Wait for it, smash! Oh yeah! So what we're going to do is we're going to defeat the boss, but before we pick up the Eternal Life Source, we're going to end off the episode. Boom! And shake room. You know, all you gotta do is soften them up ever so mildly with that nice slam, and then finish them off, strike them down, slash them in two. Yeah, where things are going to get harder to level up is Swap Force, because of course by then I'd need to level up all 3 of my Ignitors up to level 20. And throughout the entire course of that game, it's really hard to level up your characters past level 15. So naturally we could probably go through the entire game with just one of them and just barely reach level 20 by the end. There's going to be Trap Team where leveling up is going to become easier. It's also where Gold is going to become really easy too. Ouch, I should also probably not get hit by those. Can I attack him? Oh, I forgot I could just attack him. I thought I needed to wait for a stone to be reflected towards me. Okay, now he's going to go and engage Rage Mode, apparently. Oh, but there's some cheese back there, not that we need it. You know, he's not the hardest of bosses. I think this level overall is probably easier than Crystal Eye Castle. I mean, it did help that we upgraded the sword gear into this, but still, it's an easier level in my opinion, all the same. Okay, watch out for Foot. Never mind about watching out for Foot. That was too much to ask for, apparently. And here we go, just temper tantrum once again. Again, maybe it's a boss fight now. Okay, watch out for you know, rocks falling down. There you go. Speaking of falling down, there's actually a movie by that name on Netflix which I watched, and I actually quite enjoyed it. The characters were intriguing and really fun to watch, and they were just really thought through as well, really well written. That's what makes the film so thoroughly enjoyable. It's one of those action movies where it's shockingly critically acclaimed, because normally action movies along the lines of those don't normally get praised so much because they're so busy focusing on action that their characters aren't necessarily the strongest. Which is a shame, because in action movies, characters is very important, because you don't care about the action happening on screen if you don't feel as though your characters A are in danger, and B, you actually care about these characters and care about whether the action causes them to get harmed or whatnot. So yeah, that's why action movies need likeable characters, and it just so happened that in Falling Down, the characters were interesting, they were likeable to an extent, and that made the action quite intense at points. You know, thoroughly engaging and entertaining. Maybe it was well written, to say the least. Either way, let's not get hit by a rock this time. I like that plan. Yeah, get hit in the face. I know, just like that. He's exposed. Let's finish him. There you go. Sweet. And now we'll be savouring all of that food and gold for the next episode. But of course, until that moment arises, peace.